we should be mic'd up. We had to stop and get a memory card. We had a malfunction, so missed probably a little less than a third of the ride so far. We did have the Instant 360 going though. That's going on the back of the bike, so we didn't miss anything there. So we should be good there. So we're good there. We'll enjoy the rest of the ride. Hopefully you guys do too. Let's hit the trails. Here we go. There we go. All right, so let's talk about this morning. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's kind of loud. I'm sure I'm loud. So this morning we started our 57-mile journey. The first half. We're on our second half of the 57 for 114 for the day. We started at about 3:15 in the morning. Took us about an hour, probably just a little more than an hour to get to work. And it was my first time driving the bike at night. It wasn't a lot of traffic at all. It was actually probably 90% of the ride was just me. My biggest concern were deer. There was a lot of deer on the side of the roads. It was a good ride, but I did learn a couple things. It's my longest ride yet. The foot pegs, I might slide them back closer to me. I haven't really made a decision yet. I kind of felt like that's where they needed to be this morning, but you know, I'm not 100% yet. Everything else was good. The jacket, the helmet all performed well. The wind noise was, you know, it wasn't that bad at all. It was chilly out once I got the speed. The only thing that was really cold on me was I was wearing the same gloves I'm wearing right now. And I did stop at one point and switch to a heavier pair of leather gloves. But I found that the little ways through the trip, probably another half an hour into the trip with the leather gloves, they were just binding at my fingertips, or not my fingertips, but the webs of my fingers. And my fingers were falling asleep on both hands. And you know, that's just unacceptable there. So I stopped and put these gloves back on, and you know, there was a slight chill. It wasn't nothing that was the end of the world, but it was a comfortable ride in. The temps were nice, plenty of airflow. Just right now we're in the 80s. It's probably 3 something in the afternoon, 3:30, 3:40. It's in the 80s. I got the front vents on the jacket open, the back vents on the jacket open. I'm feeling plenty of flow through my torso. A little bit of sweat in my elbow area, the crease of my elbows, but not bad. Definitely not miserable. I am comfortable. It's a gorgeous day here in southwestern PA, and that lady wasn't looking. It's a gorgeous day here in southwestern PA. Like I was saying, skies, look at those beautiful blue skies. Looks really good. Hopefully we're getting some unique footage from behind us on 360. I wasn't really happy with the footage off to the side of the bike. Didn't really appeal to me. I mean, there's probably a time and a place for that, but it just, a whole ride of that is it's kind of wasteful. Waste of the footage. You could have put it somewhere else. Not have got better quality footage of the ride to share with you guys. Hopefully this audio is working. Otherwise, you'll just get some point of view footage with no audio. But yeah, so we went from Morgantown, or actually we went from where I live in southwestern PA down to Morgantown, and we're going from Morgantown to where we live in southwestern PA now. That was a good example. Hopefully I caught that on camera. That guy really didn't notice me, even though I've got my highs on, my brights on, and I've got an additional white light right here, LED. So that just goes to show that you got to be on your toes, like everybody says. Be cautious. Watch what's going on out in front of you. Even though I'm talking to you guys, I am fully focused forward. So just so you guys know, a little roadkill there. That squirrel didn't make it. But just gorgeous weather today. Tomorrow the weather's supposed to be crap. It's supposed to get some rain tomorrow. So we won't be riding tomorrow. We probably won't ride Wednesday. We'll probably ride Thursday if the weather permits. And I need to pre-check my gear. Like I said, I couldn't, the first 20 minutes of this ride, or 15-20 minutes of this ride, you guys didn't get to see because of I had an SD card failure on the point of view GoPro and didn't have a backup, so I had to stop at Dollar General there and buy a 32 gig, which gets me about an hour's worth of footage, give or take. So I usually run a 64, but this should get us to home, get us some good footage at least. We rode the highway, or the freeway, and the toll roads this morning for the first time. I think we got up to about 65 or 67. It was plenty. Didn't feel uncomfortable. The only thing that had me on edge a little this morning, like I said, was the deer. A lot of deer out here, tons. But everything went well. Everything felt good. Helmet's comfortable, very comfortable, no pressure points. We have been hitting a lot of bugs today. One thing I think I really want to get is I want to get the hand guards, just to help tone down the wind on your gloved hands. In addition to keeping anything hard from hitting your hands, rocks and debris. We have experienced some of that already too. I'm glad I put the mesh guard in the front of the radiator down there. I think that's vital. I mean, I'm going to talk about this in another video. I want to do a walk around follow-up video of the bike itself and some of the things I've done. But I really feel like for the money that you pay for these bikes, I really feel like Can-am could have done a better job of I think Can-am could have done a better job and put some type of protective cover, whether it was hard plastic, grilled, or you know, cheap metal, something. Anything would have helped up there. I think they really let the customer down by not doing that. I really do. I think that's really where they screwed up. And I think also what they should have included with the bike in the trunk up there is, I think you should have got an adjustment tool for the shocks. You know, I think you shouldn't have to go out and spend somewhere between $3.50 and $7 or $8 to buy this tool to put on your ratchet, and so you can adjust your shock setting. I think that's pretty shitty of them. I think between the shock adjustment tool and protection for the grill, that should come OEM, man, straight from the factory on every bike. Just my opinion. Your mileage may differ, but I think I'd get a lot of people to agree. I'm going to adjust my shock. I ordered the shock adjustment tool. It comes in today. I think I'm going to go ahead and take mine all the way out to number 4. If I'm not mistaken, there are 5 positions to the shock adjustment. I think I'm going to take mine to 4 and ride it around and see if I feel a difference. I'm 212 pounds, 5'10", so not thin by any means. Do not meet the body mass index, but I think cranking that thing down to about 4 would benefit me. You know, I've heard a couple guys doing it out to 5 and liking what they got, a little heavier than me. So I'm going to try 4. If I'm uncomfortable with 4, we'll start backing it up from there, or taking it forward to the max of 5. So the views, hopefully you guys can see some of that. Hopefully the 360's picking this up. I'm putting a lot of faith in that back there. Just gorgeous, gorgeous views. We didn't come this way this morning. This is 19. We actually came out on the toll road, which we're going to merge onto here shortly. And we'll ride that up to 51. Actually, we'll be getting on the freeway right, or the highway right past. It's 43. We'll be getting on 43 just past the last toll booth, actually. And then we'll take that up to 51. Both are very high traffic, high speed routes. This is much more high speed than 51. But that's where we'll be heading here shortly. So PA Turnpike 43 is where we'll be going. We'll be going north. There's a big grasshopper that just hit us there. Everything looks good. This will probably be the sketchiest part of the ride. Probably where we need to be on our toes the most. We don't have a whole lot of intersections, so this will be the challenge. So I think our speed on here, we have to maintain a 55 to 60, I think. Not sure. But here we go. This isn't overly crowded, but at times it can be. We'll stay in the slow lane on the right side. Excuse me. We should be fine. So we're up to 65. I think that's the speed. Yeah, we're right at the speed limit there, and we'll keep it there. If anybody needs to go faster, they can pass us. And this feels amazing. I tell you what though, the roads between Pennsylvania and West Virginia are night and day, man. The roads down in West Virginia are garbage. They really are. At least in the Morgantown area they are. I can't speak for any further south than that. I can't speak for any further south. The seats just got nailed by another bug on the knee. That kind of hurt. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Give you everything you need to know data-wise. 66, we're doing fine. These mirrors, I can't say enough good things about these mirrors, guys. They're amazing. They encompass the whole world behind you. Really great. Hopefully we're getting audio on this. You know, that connector up there is kind of sketchy. I think it was very well seated. We should be fine. We've been going about a steady 65, 66. Nobody behind us. Clear shot. Feels good. Bike feels real good. You know, I don't grip the handlebars. You know, I grip them enough with my forefinger and thumb, but I try to let the other fingers relax a little bit so you're not fatiguing yourself out, you know, especially if you're not used to riding a bike. Okay, we'll cut the speed down a little bit. A lot of crosswind out here. Doesn't look like it, but you certainly feel it. Had a couple trucks pass me this morning, and really didn't feel any blow-by until they were 50 to 100 yards in front of me, and then I felt that buffering that everybody talks about, that you experience. It wasn't too bad. But this ride is much different in the dark. Much different. My biggest concern is a damn deer. I know I've said that at least 3 or 4 times so far. I think we're good. I think we're filming okay. I might need to adjust this camera up so I get a little more of a view upwards. I think I got you guys a lot of the instrument cluster and the front of the bike, and then it was a sufficient amount of road in front of me. But I think a little more road would probably be better. Alright, we're gonna do a little merge up here. At some point we'll have to get into the other lane to become the left lane, or I'm sorry, the right lane, the slow lane. So we'll put our blinkers on, check our mirrors one more time. If she's clear back here, we'll turn our blinkers off and move on over. If you're a new rider like I am, man, these mirrors are one of the most important things on this bike, in my opinion, for being safe. Okay, we got traffic merging off to our right here, so let's go ahead and get over. We don't want to tangle with them. They don't want to tangle with us. Let's dump some speed and get in front of them, guys. Back over to the right, no problem. Worked out well. Bike's doing great, handling well, feels good. I'm just wondering if I were to adjust my my foot pegs just a little back, I'm wondering if I wouldn't have a little better leg posture, if that makes sense. More of a 90-degree angle opposed to this sloppy 45 that I got going on. I don't know. I'll have to try it out. I'll do some short rides with it just to see how I feel, and then we'll go from there. Everything's going well. We got one passing on the left, one on the right. We're doing good. Nobody behind us, but another one on our left. Texas. All right, we'll be getting off here pretty soon on Pittsburgh 51. We'll be leaving 43 Turnpike here in a few and getting on to Pittsburgh Street 51. And believe it or not, that might even be a little more busy than the Turnpike here. We're going to get over now. We have to merge. We look good. Blinker off. I need to work out some type of hydration system on this bad boy is what I need. Again, we're doing all this in eco mode. There's been no need to use sport or anything. Sun's catching some, or phone's catching some sun there. Woo! When you stop though, boy, you feel the heat, my friend. Big time. Alrighty, here we go. The dreaded, keep an eye on everybody. That looks horrible. Big bump. There we go. So now we're on 51. Like I said, we'll get up here, we'll clear this light, and then we'll get in the slow lane, because that's where we need to be. Stretch our bomb a little bit. So already 51's a little busier than the damn Turnpike. So oh, I smell some skunk. 51's always a little more sketchy than the turnpike. There's the skunk right there, it looked like. You get a lot of police that sit up in here. This is a good spot. They like to sit here and get you speeding. If you're ever on this part of 51 and you recognize any of the landmarks I'm driving by, state police love to sit up here.